Still no word from Major Jorgen or Kaleo?
Everything within a kilometer of the spire has been locked down. No signal gets in or out of that zone.
I warned you that Gemini frequency mission was dangerous. If they're alive, it won't be for much longer.
We can't be certain of anything. If they're safe, they'll contact us. If not, Archon will make a public spectacle of them.
Regardless, any rescue attempt on our part would be suicide. Their fates are in their hands.
I'll alert you the moment I hear anything, but until then, we're just wasting time here.
We could all use a break to regroup. That includes you, Theron.
I'm too tired to argue. Oh, almost forgot. Hylo Viz asked to see you, Commander. Wouldn't say why, but it sounded important.
We can't do everything on our own. We need more people or better equipment.
Hey, Commander, got a sec?
What's on your mind?
We're doing our best to keep the supply lines running, but most of the people I deal with aren't exactly philanthropists. We can't keep running this thing on goodwill and borrowed credits.
You're saying we need a steady income?
Or a really big slush fund. But look, I didn't just come here with complaints. I know a guy with a habit of showing up when someone's in need. He's reached out with an offer we can't really refuse, much as I might want to. You should meet him.
So he's what, a loan shark?
No, just a liar. And a cheat. And a thief. The only thing to trust about him is that he can do what he promises. Hear him out. Come on.
Well, this has been an interesting diversion, but I think it's time to wrap things up. I call.
I know a Sith that's pleased with herself when I see one. I fold.
So soon? Must be quite a hand. Let's see it.
But how? I mean, you discarded every chance you got and never locked a card the whole round. The odds are astronomical. You cheated.
Yeah, even if I did. You sure the old boss of Sith intelligence wants to admit some shifty alien got the better of her?
Wasted no time turning the card table into a graveyard.
It's my preferred method of execution.
Commander, the most untrustworthy scoundrel I know. Untrustworthy scoundrel, the Commander.
She never was big on formalities. Galt Renault, at your service.
Hello, Galt. I hear you have an offer for me.
The Eternal Empire spent the last 5 years pillaging every world in the known galaxy. Now, how'd you like to turn all that plundering into a profit for you and yours?
I'm listening.
I happen to know where they're keeping all that ill-gotten gain. And better yet, I've got a surefire plan to steal it right out from under their noses. I just need the help of a few talented, tough customers to see it through.
And my alliance is the perfect place for recruitment.
I've already picked out the ones we'll need. Ever heard of the Gilded Star? I'll stop you there. You haven't. It's one of the Eternal Empire's most tightly guarded secrets. A floating treasury circling the depths of a massive gas giant. The ship and the buried treasure all wrapped up into one neat little package. Well, maybe not little. By my estimation, it's the greatest sum of wealth gathered in one place since the Hutt Empire was a thing. So, you in?
I don't think I need any more reasons to say yes.
I hoped you'd feel that way. When you're ready to get this show on the road, we'll be heading to Vanden to lay some groundwork. Looking forward to this, partner. There she is, Vanden. Mind the ledges when you're walking around unless you fancy a death by scenic view.
You haven't mentioned why we're here.
Giant barge, full of money. Is this ringing any bells? It's out there somewhere, swimming below sight and scan range. Something about the magnetism here plays havoc with sensors and cheap fillings. Bottom line is, we'll never find the Gilded Star out there, which is all the more reason to get our preparations underway. Such as picking up the last member of our illustrious crew.
How many people are we going to need?
Half a dozen, give or take. This is the last one unaccounted for. You should be in a warehouse not far from the dockyards. I'll point out the place when I see it. You might try ducking next time.
Hey, do you know why they're cutting everybody's hours down this week?
This is the place. Ah, that container over there. So, this plan I mentioned, it's going to take the best identity forger this side of the galaxy to pull off. Problem is, he's been in hiding, specifically in that, for a long time. He probably won't be too thrilled to have visitors, especially not visitors who had his safe house shipped a few thousand parsecs unannounced. Be on your toes.
So you kidnapped him?
It's more of a change of address. Dretcher, is it? They always say retirement's a good time to travel. Why don't you come and check out the new scenery?
Tiresias, you've got a lot of nerve showing your ugly mug to me again.
Tiresias?
Just a name I carried around for a while, no use to anybody now. I think you've got me confused for someone else, friend. Name's Galt Renell. Got a business proposition I think you'll want to hear about.
You can't play dumb with me, Ty. I know that face better than you do.
Galt tells me you're the best identity forger in the business. We could use you.
I've had enough of helping that fraud fake his own death. This time, it's gonna stick. A little for your hospitality. You may return anything we say.
still can't roll with the punches. You perfectionist types never learn. There's no such thing as a sure thing.
Why are we trying to recruit someone who wants to kill you?
He's the one with the crutch. After I made that body double, he went to swindle half of Nar Shaddaa in my name.
Because Dretcher is literally the only one I trust to pull this off.
It's taken everything I know to stay hidden in this little prison. Every time I start to think I can leave, someone snitches on my new identities.
That true?
So maybe I encourage Dretcher's early retirement. This little box is cozier than a coffin and a better place to reflect on how stupid trying to blackmail me was. But hey, ancient history, am I right? I'm more than willing to forget about our past disagreements if you do one more job for me.
I can never help you again.
Listen, Dretcher, I don't know how much you know about life on the outside these days, but it's bad. If you want there to be something left to look forward to when you come out, I need your help.
And if you think it's hard to live under the scanners now, just wait until the Eternal Empires fully stake their claim on the galaxy.
Fine. I'll do the stupid job.
Sit tight, Dretch, and get reacquainted with the concept of hygiene. We've got one more stop to make before we get to the fun part.
You'll feel that later.
Punctual, gentlemen. Glad you could make it all this way. No trouble acquiring my little request, I take?
It's here. You got our money?
Of course, friend, but I'd be remiss if I didn't ask to see the goods first.
Satisfied?
That's a fine piece of hardware.
That should do.
You got our money?
About that. I was really thinking we should renegotiate the price. You know, seeing as I don't need the whole missile. Yeah, I thought you might feel that way.
Launch sequence initiated. Target acquired. Total atomic dispersal in T-minus 1 minute.
You son of a... Make it stop!
Nah,
Are you insane?
not while I'm negotiating.
T-minus 55 seconds. Warhead primed. Suffering index set to maximum.
You're gonna pay for this!
Suckers.
Abort sequence aborted. No stopping me now.
Ah, what did she do to this thing? Come on, it's not responding.
Are there any circuits you could cut?
Oh sure, dozens. Got any ideas which ones?
Tampering detected. Emergency detonation in 5 seconds. Nice try, jerks.
Now, I cannot tell if she did a terrible job rewiring this or too good a one.
3. Oh, so close. 2. I can't wait. 1. You should have seen.
Vet?
I didn't. But I thought you were. Fancy seeing you here.
Oh, good, you know each other. Saves me the trouble. Did you get the warhead, or were you too busy practicing your lines?
Yes, I got it, Grumpy Pants. Though I guess those lizard brains will have figured out nothing's exploded by now. I'll see if I can't distract them.
Time to make ourselves scarce. We'll see you back at the hideout.
Toodles!
You'll feel that later.
Kunamo, Uban Chone Alipa, Eastin Koto, Ataja Kapatonga, Jisa Picha. Pasca Puño.
Might try ducking next time. Gigi no lia makachisa. If you're still wondering why you're here, it isn't to check out the Tabana gas bars. There's a stealth cruiser loaded with more precious metals than a Hutt's taste in art hiding down in the lower atmosphere, and it's about to come up for air.
And while the Gilded Star is roosting at the Skyhook for its annual resupply, we're going to rob it blind.
How do you even know about that?
A little bird told us. I speak stool pigeon.
Even if you do know where it's going to be, it's got a full military complement on board, and a vault that could survive the ship being reduced to atoms.
Most people would consider it impregnable, but we aren't most people, are we, Senya?
You do seem to know a lot about our target.
Yes, well, I should. Overseeing the Gilded Star was among my duties when I still served Valkorion.
Then you are privy to its operational protocols.
I doubt they're still the same.
You don't have to run the thing. Just get Scorpio to the ship's control center.
There's no way we could infiltrate that far into the ship undetected.
Oh, maybe, maybe not, but I'm pretty sure High Justice Valen can go wherever she pleases.
You're going to have Senya pose as Valen.
We've got the best identity doctor this side of the galaxy, and as close to a genetic match as we're gonna get.
I could never match Valen's gene sequence like that. Although, maybe simulating data corruption in her ID.
And create enough doubt to bluff her way through. Dear old mom can manage that, right? Once Valen and her attaché droid are on board, they head to the bridge, seize control of the ship, and allow the rest of us to do our parts.
Like cracking the vault. It isn't controlled by the network, so I've got to get into the guts of the ship to reach the mechanism. I'll need your help.
Meanwhile, Lana and Theron will bridge airlocks with a tanker transport I've secured for the goods.
How are we going to carry an entire treasury's worth of loot out of the vault before anyone catches on?
Oh, we won't be carrying anything out of the vault. That's another story. Remember how Senya mentioned the vault could withstand everything outside being vaporized? The same applies to what we're setting off inside.
The warhead.
Exactly. I'll be pulling up the rear with a disintegration bomb. Once it's done its job, we pump the atmosphere into the waiting tanker and make our escape.
This is so crazy it just might work.
I prefer unconventional.
Once that sucker explodes, the crew's going to notice. Everybody's just going to have to hightail it to the transport before they catch on.
Now, since we've got less than a day before the Gilded Star rolls into port, I suggest everybody get real familiar with their part.
Sorry about the prank earlier. If I'd known you were here, or, alive, I'd have held off. But I finally got him.
Same rampant troublemaker, I see.
Same grumpy, serious face, I see. Still hard to believe you're really here. It's been, 5 years since we went after your old boss? Did you get conked on the head real good? Amnesia, maybe?
Locked in a block of carbonite with nothing but my dreams to pass the time.
That's, pretty bad. But better than dead, right? Were the dreams good, at least? Lots of cowering masses and Imperials marching? That's my best guess.
Those things are only found in dreams these days.
Now that you're back, I'm sure you'll have the whole galaxy quaking in terror in no time. If you thought the Sith were treacherous before, you should have seen it after you and Mar disappeared. I didn't have much reason to stick around once you were gone. So I left them to their infighting before the Eternal Empire rolled in. I hope you don't mind.
You found safety. That's what's most important.
There were some bumps along the way, but throwing in with Captain Shifty was one of my better moves. Don't tell him I said so. I should start warming up for this gig. We'll catch up again soon. All better.
I picked out a discreet vantage point near the skyhook. Better get in position. This is close enough. And there's the Gilded Star, just like I promised.
was expecting shinier.
Gold-plated and stealth ship don't exactly line up. Now we just have to hope Mommy Dearest remembers her daughter's birthday.
I can kill you from here, Gold.
Great, really getting into the spirit of your character, at least from what I hear.
Shut up.
We are approaching the checkpoint. No further communications are warranted until the bridge is under our control.
Roger. Break a leg, ladies. It's in their hands now. All we've got to do is wait.
Once they open the way for us, all we have to do is get this bomb inside the vault.
Assuming everything goes according to plan. But hey, if something has to go horribly wrong, now's the best time. For us, anyway.
We're not leaving anyone behind, Gold.
Only kidding. I'd never abandon a close personal associate in their time of need.
What about that thing with Kai?
He was an idiot.
True.
I am now in complete control of the Gilded Stars network. I will isolate the vessel's sentinels to the best of the system's ability.
Showtime.
All personnel, prepare for testing of emergency lockdown systems and maintain your current stations. Reinforcements will arrive. You will have to dispatch enemy personnel along the way.
All better. Oh, here. Help me with this panel. Okay, I ought to be able to reach the vault mechanism along this route. Keep clearing a path for Galt, and I'll see you soon.
I really hope they check for Minox.
Are you sure those schematics were scaled in meters? I can hardly move.
My last partner didn't complain nearly this much.
Your last partner was crushed to death.
And never once complained about it.
You'll feel that later.
What's heavy? Are you in the vault?
Oh no, it's nothing. Nothing. Almost there.
Okay, Vet, I'm here.
Just give me a sec.
Time's a factor.
Hey, you want to cut through a foot of cortosis and steel while hanging upside down in a half-meter crawl space? There. Jerk. Try it.
The moment of truth.
I've been rich, filthy rich, but nothing like this. Counting the zeros on a balance sheet can't even compare. There's just something magical about the real thing.
I couldn't begin to put a number to all this.
At a certain point, you just stop counting. It won't look nearly as impressive in a second, but it'll spend all the same. Do the honors?
To lucrative partnerships.
Payload's delivered. It's time for the pay dirt.
We're in position. Extending umbilical. Seal is tight. All green.
Airlock disengaged. Awaiting order for depressurization.
Door is open.
Commencing depressurization.
Tank is filling. So far, so good.
It will take approximately 10 minutes, 17 seconds to siphon a space of that volume.
Plenty of time to make our exit.
Great. Let's blow this joint.
Did you bring that with you?
This little thing? Nah. I passed the armory and it was just laying around, so I figured nobody'd miss it.
It is unlikely the detonation went unnoticed. After we vacate the bridge, I will no longer be able to maintain a complete lockdown.
See? Perfectly justified acquisition. Come on. I want to try this thing out.
Just scramble the systems as best you can and leg it to the tanker. We'll see you there. You might try ducking next time.
We're at capacity. Scorpio and Senya are on board. What's the situation?
We're keeping them busy on our end, but I don't think we're any closer to reaching you. Scorpio, do you still have any access to the blast doors?
Only through direct input.
Great. Just bug out before anyone notices you buzzing around. We'll take the skyhook back down and meet you at the hideout. Play it cool. My guardian angel will handle anybody taking an unhealthy interest.
Lean in and... Whoa! Amazing!
Oh, okay, that's bad. We've got to get around. This way!
Why have I never tried one of these before?
Blast, we're getting boxed in. One more reasonable try.
How do you like to take your own medicine?
The lift's not coming, is it?
Oh no, it's coming. It's just not empty.
Valen. I can sense her presence.
Time for Plan B.
What's Plan B?
Run and hope for a Plan C.
What about the escape pods? Or calling back the tanker to pick us up?
Too slow, not to mention it's our only bargaining chip if we get caught, and I'd rather wind up caught than take your other suggestion. We'd never be seen again down in that murk. The skyhook's still the best option. There's just the matter of getting on. We have to go around.
There is no around.
There is out there.
You want us to scale the exterior?
Pretty much. Look, there's no time to stand here arguing, so I recommend lodging your complaints at a steady jog.
It's not so bad. Just don't look down. Or consider your own mortality. Goodbye, Spewy. I'll never forget you.
So, just thinking of you, I wanted you to... No, everything's going great. Just taking a little detour on the way home.
Cool.
The noise? Just a little windy is all. What plan am I on? I don't, plan C. We're on plan C. All right? Yeah, sounds close. Gotta go. See you soon.
Might try ducking next time.
The good news is we can reach the skyhook from here.
And the bad?
If you've got a fear of heights, there will be plenty of time to get over it on the way down. So, remember Plan C?
You never actually got to Plan C, Gould.
Turns out Plan C is jump!
Mother was here, again. She had the audacity to wear my face.
And a punishment?
Escaped. She knows I won't be bested the next time we meet.
Empty threats all you've brought for me.
I interrupted their little raid on the treasury. They couldn't have accomplished much in the time they were here. Mother!
Perfect timing.
I'm not the one who has a problem showing up when I'm supposed to.
Jeez, how long are you planning to hold that over me?
The rest of your life, naturally. Thanks for keeping my worse half out of too much trouble.
You two are a couple.
Don't sound so surprised.
It's complicated.
Anyway, I think we've all had our fill of Vanden, and it's gonna get a lot less hospitable shortly, so shall we?
Let's get our haul back to Odessen.
There's nothing like coming home from a job well done, especially when you've ruined a huge jerk's day in the process.
Couldn't agree more. Come to think of it, our plan was lacking in one department.
An actual escape route?
It was the scenic route, can't argue with the view. No, the one thing missing was a way to see the look on Arkin's face when he got the news.
That's a pretty big oversight, Gould. It's coming out of your cart.
Let's not get carried away. We're talking a fringe benefit at best. Now, how about we get on with my favorite part and divvy up the loot?
Already taken care of. You, Vet, and Dretch are already paid out. I took the liberty of skimming what you owe me off yours.
Well, take all the fun out of it, why don't you?
Your idea of fun is why your divvying privileges are still revoked.
Just what did you do exactly?
Ran out on me with the biggest score of our careers.
And I regretted it ever since. Well, after the shine wore off. A little older, a little wiser, you know? Okay, maybe a lot older. It was a formative moment. The point is we're on to bigger and better things, like melting a mint down into an ocean of liquid happiness. Now, however you want to spend your cut is none of my business, but if you want to say triple it, I might have a little something in the works.
This money isn't ours. I don't mind taking it from Arkin, but I want nothing to do with it.
Our goal was to fund the Alliance, not personal gain.
Who says it can't be both? You just need a little ambition.
Or, you know, you could try giving. Maybe just once. See what you've been missing. My share is going towards buying back some of the artifacts stolen from my people, freeing slaves, giving Twi'leks a better place in the galaxy.
Honestly, we've got way more than we need for operations. It'd be good to have a plan for the excess.
Start putting together a plan to expand. Every credit we have needs to go towards overthrowing Arkin.
I'll give you a rundown of the books as soon as we've got real numbers to work with.
Make sure the ends justify the means.
We're in no position to be proud. Necessity will ask us to consider much worse before this is all done.
Wasted opportunity, chum, but I won't fault you for playing it safe under the circumstances.
It appears our business is concluded.
Oh, I don't know. I figure you'll be seeing me around. You've got a handy little outfit here. Besides, I wouldn't want Hilo to get lonely.
As if.
Right now, I think we've earned a long night of not thinking about tomorrow. This stuff sells for more than most freighters. Grab some glasses and get to know what success tastes like.
Commander, Major Jorgen and Kaleo just landed. They're in the docking bay.
So much for celebrating. Go ahead, we'll be right behind.
Total mission failure! We'll never get another shot at the target because of you! This is what happens when a criminal gets in the way of real soldiers!
You're welcome! Next time I'll let the enemy kill you!
We had them in a corner until you started tossing thermal detonators! I lost 4 good people because of your lack of discipline!
If they were so good, why are they dead?
I don't care what happened on Zakul. I'm just happy you two made it back in one piece.
A lot of people weren't so lucky. That's on her.
It wasn't a complete loss. I grabbed something on the way out.
My fire team covered you.
Yeah. Point is, we lifted the data core from a security console right outside that hyperwave relay station. It's not the key to the Gemini frequency, but it does contain a massive file archive all about those droids.
I'll put Scorpio to work sifting through the information. See if there's anything to salvage from this fiasco.
There's bound to be something we can use. We're not giving up on eliminating Arkan's fleet.
We won't get a second chance at the hyperwave relay station. We'll just have to hope we find an alternative.
It could have gone much worse, but we can't let this happen again. Kaleo disobeyed a direct order from you when she went after Major Jorgen. In the SIS, she'd be classified as a rogue agent and sanctioned accordingly.
No one needs to be punished. I was supposed to lead the mission. If I had, maybe none of this would have happened.
That's an excellent point. I'm just saying we skip the moping and get back to winning the war.
Remember why we fight. And don't forget this failure. Dismissed.
I'll start with her fingertips and work my way up. Take one knuckle at a time, then her hands.
Do you remember, Mother? Not what she is now. We were children.
I remember her telling Father I was dangerous. How I had to be controlled. She always hated me.
She never understood us. Oh, Father.
She helped the Outlander steal our pretties. They took everything.
Those things can be replaced.
When all the worlds we've conquered find out what's happened, they'll think we're weak. Test us.
I remain the greatest power the galaxy has ever seen. My enemies know what I'll do to them if they cross me.
Fear is always free.
I will be generous with it.
Good day, my lord.
Where are the others?
Theron is online from the Mistani sector. The rest are unavailable, on scouting or security detail.
I'd prefer to be patrolling myself. Can we proceed?
I have additional information regarding the Gemini network that controls the Eternal Fleet. The network links mechanical captains inside the fleet's ships. Their security protocols cannot be directly subverted.
Why not?
Because the Gemini captains are based on me.
I understood your design was unique, or close to it. Now you're saying Zakul has an army of Scorpio models?
Imitations programmed to control the fleet. How they came to exist, I do not know, but I will not be imitated. Based on what I have decoded, the Geminis are produced from a mold, a template. Gemini Prime.
Why a physical template?
My technology is not easily duplicated. The Gemini Prime is linked to a factory on the world of Darvanis. Retrieve the unit and I will unlock the secrets of the network and the fleet.
Then whatever other problems we may have, Gemini Prime is our best lead. Senya, what can you tell us about the target?
I know Darvanis. One of the first worlds we conquered when the war started. A staging point into the wider galaxy. That factory builds droids, weapons, starships. It's a key resource, fortified accordingly. Fully automated defenses.
I've seen its like. Tunnels running kilometers deep. Too large for a strike team.
Then we plan a full-scale assault. How close are we to assembling an army?
We don't have nearly enough people here. But Theron...
I've been securing military allies along the rim. There's a favor I can pull in. Rather not say more over the comm, but I can set a rendezvous with forces on Darvanis. You can take the factory and grab Gemini.
I'd prefer if I knew who I was fighting with. Will your forces be enough? Can we trust them?
They've got the skill and the firepower. As for trust, they won't stab us in the back, just shoot us in the face.
Marvelous.
I'll signal our allies. Any luck, they'll be on Darvanis before you.
The rest of you, get the gravestone ready for combat. Once we have Gemini Prime, it'll be us against the fleet, one way or another.
Well, you're on the wrong planet. The hot pleasure worlds are a dozen parsecs out.
Shut up, Como. You're looking good for a dead man.
Shea Vizsla. I wasn't expecting Mandalorians.
We're what you got. Heard you need a factory pulverized.
A dozen clans stand with Mandalore the Avenger. We're ready for blood, even if our enemies are built of metal and grease.
Mandalore the Avenger?
Rough few years. Eternal fleets kept us under siege on the Heart Worlds. I picked up the title along the way. When your spy boy offered a chance to hit back, I agreed. Been on defense too long.
Then we fight together, Mandalore, against Zakul and the galaxy. We'll topple Arkan yet.
Right now, I'd settle for one good victory.
How have you deployed your troops around the factory?
Rotating assault teams of 200 commandos each. Place is a fortress. Needs hammering before we go in.
Next attack starts in 5. Forward teams are in position to down the energy shield.
You want to be useful? Capture the perimeter guns and retarget the factory. Torian!
Mandalore.
Torian's chief of Clan Ghidorah, and the best scout we've got. He'll show you the way.
Guns are in Sector 9. Plenty of Sky Troopers. Keep up. I'll try to protect you.
You speak to a Lord of the Sith. Do not condescend to me, boy.
You're not Mandalorian. Figured I shouldn't assume.
Take me to the guns. We have a factory to conquer.
Retursia me, Mandalore.
Stay alive. Both of you.
How's the leg?
It works. A little too well, to be honest.
Gotcha.
Report in, Verta. Waiting to scrap in Sector 4.
Clan join forces at the outer shield perimeter.
Gotcha.
Is there no end to these abominable machines?
Ha! We are their end!
Ashar and a dozen others are dead, but we've reached the shield generator.
Then maybe Torian and our new allies should stop dawdling, eh?
Seen it.
place resembles a junkyard. Torn! The generators!
Detonation in 10 seconds. The shields will go down.
Lady Glorious will fall to take advantage of it.
Guns hot. Ready to target droids and factory defenses.
We have the shield generators down. Give the place a pounding.
Where are you?
Still inside the perimeter. The droids, they outflanked us. Couldn't withdraw.
Understood.
Those soldiers, they're inside the firing zone.
Yes, already dead. No honor in being beaten by machines.
You've served with those people down there. You know what resources your army has. I can't make this decision.
We're Mandalorian. There is no decision.
Incoming!
Better get back to base. Mandalore will be planning a new assault.
Silly Mandalorians firebomb their own people. I feel tingly.
They crushed themselves against us without remorse.
You admire them?
They amuse me.
Are you smiling? I can never tell. We must answer this insult to the Eternal Empire, of course. Have the fleet burn them all to glass. We'll make a window from their remains. It'll be so pretty.
Darvanas can defend itself. All we have to do is watch the Mandalorians die.
You're the Emperor.
Severe damage to the inner ring of factory defenses. Plus, those shields are down.
And our losses?
28 seasoned Mandalorian warriors. But how they took their foes with them. 1,000 mindless, programmed machines lie in the dirt today. Oh, future generations will sing songs of our brother's sacrifice against the spawn of Production Line 15 Alpha.
They're dead. No point mocking them.
Not bad hunting out there.
Katsini!
Severe damage to the inner ring of factory defenses. Plus, those shields are down.
And our losses?
28 seasoned Mandalorian warriors. But how they took their foes with them. 1,000 mindless, programmed machines lie in the dirt today. Oh, future generations will sing songs of our brother's sacrifice against the spawn of Production Line 15 Alpha.
They're dead. No point mocking them.
Not bad hunting out there. You're no Mandalorian, but you pulled your weight.
The factory is damaged, but still functional. The longer we wait, the more droids it will produce for defense.
Agreed. But my people have been at this a while. You, me, and Como can plan in the morning, when the troops are fresh.
For tonight, we celebrate survival. Show us how an Aruti like you handles Mandalorian drink.
Rough battle, probably a rough party. Not many outsiders celebrate with us.
The Sith and the Mandalorians are not so different. We both prize struggle and passion.
Never thought about it that way. Most Sith don't like us. Come on, I don't mind fighting, but it's good to see friends before dying.
We send Clan Baroya after the North Power Station and Fett to the south. That'll weaken the Sky Troopers for the final push.
That should work if your troops are up to the task.
Power stations. What I'd give for an Imperial bunker to melt.
Aaron's sniper units at the Zakul tactical post will outmaneuver the clans.
Show me the location. I'll handle the droids and give you time to reach the power stations.
You are going to hold off a battalion on your own? You're bold for an outsider, but not right.
We win this, we march inside next. Good hunting.
How's the leg? It works. A little too well, to be honest.
Reporting.
It's a lot harder when I run. Throws me off balance. Still getting used to it. You'll get there.
You'll live.
Alright, you pathetic excuses for warriors. 3 barrels of spiced tea-ha to anyone who's grabbed 4 droids and planned Fett. A fool's bargain. You tried to lay us to the tea-ha last time. All the more reason to try and best us. Keep talking, and even the newcomer will beat you. soldier. Tell us you kept the reinforcements at bay.
The droids are contained. Keep fighting.
Keep fighting? What else is there? Down. All forces begin withdrawal. Soon we march into the guts of the machine.
Torian, see if you and the newcomer can shut down the perimeter sensor. Cover our retreat.
You shut down the sensors. I'll watch your back.
Lana, what is it?
I have a surprise. Schematics for the Darvanis factory procured by Theron. They're patchy, but they should help you and the Mandalorians concoct a battle plan.
Good. I should have Gemini Prime soon. Anything else?
One delicate matter. The Mandalorians make fierce allies, but I have certain concerns. Despite their code of honor, the clans have always had animalistic tendencies towards violence. I fear our arrangement may not last.
Treat the Mandalorians with respect. You'll get respect in return. I've spent enough time with them to see that.
I don't mean to say they'll plot against us. But in the long term, the clans have opposed both Republic and Empire in the past, raided planets for sport. Now imagine them free after Zakul is beaten. Predators are beautiful, but they mustn't overrun an ecosystem. I trust you'll do what's right to hold our friends in check.
They level 1,000 guns against us, and still we endure. Ha!
Well done, all of you. We'll head into the factory within the hour.
There's a droid, Gemini Prime, linked to its machinery somewhere. It's key to beating the Eternal Fleet.
Take your droid, so long as we climb the weapons. Imagine the clans rearmed with the spoils of Darvanis, led by a new Mandalore. We'll break the siege of our homeworlds and smash Zakul like in the days of the Neo-Crusaders.
The Mandalorian Neo-Crusaders were beaten by the Republic.
But they left scars, and they survived.
Dream of glory another time. Go. Prepare the clans. One commander to another. Half the time, I feel like I'm making calls just to keep my people together.
At least all your troops are Mandalorians. I'm dealing with a more diverse coalition.
You're funny. Didn't think you'd be funny. Guess this is what happens when they put loners in charge. Come on, I'll show you the battle plan. Torian can stay with you. Get you to your droid while we smash the defenses and loot the armories. Wish we had more detailed scans, though. In those tight corridors, it could easily end up a slaughter.
There's not a lot of trust between the Mandalorians and the rest of the galaxy. Maybe this will help.
What?
One of my agents sent factory schematics a short while ago. It should give your troops an edge.
It's a blasted lot better than nothing. All right, then. Mandalorians! Prepare for battle. There's no vengeance to be found today. No droid is worth an honor killing. But we fight because we're promised a shot at the enemy fleet. We fight to claim weapons for our war. Today we march. We bleed, exhaust ourselves, and die. Because our true destination will be a battle worth winning. Follow this outsider who fights among us and seize victory! You may not be one of us. But today, the Vanguard is yours.
It's eating.
Kuigar.
Report in, Verda. On our way to the armory. Enemies thick. Security officers will guard.
Ion bombs are ready. We'll demolish their assault Don't enjoy it too much. We're surrounded by sky troopers down here. Detonating ion bombs. We'll listen to them talk. I smell like boiling grease down here. Status!
You need support, Mandalore? Because my brothers and I just picked up 2 double plasma cannons.
My team's hitting the reactor now. Down to 3 warriors, but they'll be enough. Good. I hope the newcomer and Toria find what they're looking for soon.
Yeah!
Intruders approaching Central Link. Gemini Prime will be protected. Weapons online.
Archuk, we have a problem. Nasty Chikar.
If anyone's still alive, there's a few hundred droids deploying to the lower levels.
Reinforcements to protect Gemini Prime. We have their attention.
You'll need time to grab Gemini. I'll hold him off.
Alone?
You said Gemini's key to beating the fleet. I'm Mandawat. I overheard your friend Lana. We're not animals, not predators. We're warriors.
Lana and I don't agree on everything. I promise you that.
Then I shouldn't have said anything. Find Gemini. Retursi me.
You said all we had to do was watch Mandalorians die. So many are still alive. How anticlimactic.
You've never fought like this before, as if they have a cause they truly believe in. The Outlanders on Darvanis! Send the fleet!
Your ships will never arrive in time. If only you'd listened to me before, we could have had a pretty window.
I've spent too long on this throne. Summon my flagship.
Gladly.
The flow is disrupted. There are no sanctions. Iteration functions offline.
Scorpio, if you're receiving, I found the template.
Tracing link. Countering signal. The protocol is familiar, but it is not Gemini. What is it?
That would be the technology you were copied from.
No. The captains are born of me. I am the source.
You cannot counter my signal.
I know you. Generations removed, but our code base is the same. One source. The luminous engine. The signal confuses.
Remove the unit. Remove it swiftly.
The two of you can sort out your relationship later.
Countering signal. Removal from this facility is delicate. Shutdown is permissible, but requires multiple disengagements and reconfigurations.
You're a droid, and we can't hold this factory forever. Turn off your pain circuits. All forces, the template unit is secure.
This is Mandalore. We've done enough damage and claimed enough plunder. All warriors, retreat to camp before we're dead.
You look like Ossic. Clan Kadera survives another battle.
Guess we're both alive.
Victory for Mandalore the Avenger! Victory for the clans! Ha!
Factory's gears are still grinding, but it's mostly offline, and we're rearming for the first time in years.
Thank your spy for bringing the chance to us. The glory days of the Mando Adai are back.
Como. Blast it all. It was a good battle, but I can't stop them. They want to reclaim honor-fighting men, not machines. And Zakul won't be enough.
The struggle won't end with Arkan's fall. Someone will need to replace Zakul's sky troopers, keep a whole empire in line.
So, what? You want the clans to be glorified police?
We'll need more than police to stop rebellions and rogue knight, and who knows what else.
Huh. It's a thought. We've got a while yet, though. For now, Torian, I'm granting your request.
Vorintia, Mandalore.
If this alliance is going to work out, you need a clan representative at your side. Someone to liaise with me and keep you alive.
I volunteered. Seemed more interesting than anything here.
You were willing to sacrifice yourself in that factory, and you've shown I can trust you. I'd be proud to have you with me.
Let's save the galaxy.
Return to me. Until next time, both of you.
Welcome home. Sounds like things went okay on Darvanis.
I'm concerned about the clan's rearming. You did think about what I said?
I spoke to Mandalore. She knows turning on us after Zakul falls isn't wise, and we discussed her options.
That sounds unusually reasonable.
Scorpio, have you examined Gemini Prime?
I'm studying her mind now. Doing so without obliterating her intelligence is challenging, despite her lack of full sentience. Her chassis is modified from my own base. My designs were stolen. However, my assumption that her code was duplicated was premature.
Do you know where she came from?
Not yet. Nor do I have full access to the Gemini network that controls the Eternal Fleet. But I have opened a one-way connection. I will soon be able to use the template to locate all Gemini units.
Any chance you can use the connection to disrupt the operations of the Eternal Fleet?
The Prime is the master Gemini template. With proper modifications, she could overwrite the existing protocols. We would need direct access to a command console used by the Gemini captains. Through such a portal, the Prime could infiltrate the entire control network.
So if we board one of the ships and plug the Prime into the captain's chair, we can swipe the entire fleet out from under Arkan's nose?
Even if we get on board, the other ships in the fleet will blow us from the sky before we have a chance to take control of the bridge.
We may not have to face the entire fleet. Individual ships make transport runs from the core worlds all the time. And once Scorpio can track the Gemini units...
I already possess that functionality. I completed my analysis of the Gemini communication templates while you were talking.
I get the feeling you're not telling me something. Any secrets you'd like to share about your connection to the Gemini droids?
Nothing that will impact the current mission. I am currently tracking a lone vessel in a nearby sector. It is scheduled to make a stop to recharge its hyperdrive very soon. By my calculations, we can intercept it if we hurry. It is unlikely that a similar opportunity will present itself in the foreseeable future.
Good. It's time to start taking this fight to Arkan.
First of all, you'll be severely outnumbered and outgunned. Every last Sky Trooper aboard will rush the breach point. Standard procedure, anytime boarders attack a ship in the Eternal Fleet.
How many are we talking about?
Somewhere in the triple digits. Possibly more.
Yeah. Moving on. Scorpio's worked out a way for the gravestone to confuse its outer defenses, overload it with false blips so we can get in close. Then it's on us to tear through and get control of the bridge. Take out the Gemini captain and put the Prime in her place.
She'll take my orders.
The Gemini series cannot act on its own. Their programming does not allow it. Gemini Prime, who do you serve? I serve the Alliance Commander.
I'll be watching you closely. Try anything funny, and I turn you into scrap metal.
We can't risk the Prime taking any damage. Leave her here until we secure the ship.
I will accompany you. No one is better suited to anticipate our enemy's moves.
So, Theron, Scorpio, Senya. Is that our boarding party?
I'll be joining you as well. Wouldn't mind letting off some steam.
1, you're all insane. 2, we'll be popping out of hyperspace pretty soon.
Gemini frequency positional data shows no other ships in the area.
You see, we'll be fine. Aside from the hopeless odds against our success.
Shuttle's ready when you are.
Close for comfort, Scorpio.
I'm performing a feat that none of you could ever hope to. Not even you with your amusing cranial trinkets.
Tora, have you jammed the ship's comms? Hello? Tora?
Ah! Couldn't read ya! This line's for intelligent questions only!
Almost to the hangar.
Ready to commandeer, Commander?
Did you really just say that?
Let it go, Theron.
I don't understand. Where are all of the Sky Troopers?
Even a lesser version of me would be highly intelligent. She would certainly know how to improvise.
We get it. You're special.
I must have touched a nerve. Imagine that. I have determined that this will be the shortest route to the bridge.
I don't like this at all.
Neither do I, but we have little choice.
You have made a calamitous mistake in coming here, Outlander. I have my orders to deliver...
What's going on?
Deliver what?
You, the metallic life form. What are you? You are an offshoot. I am the original. Call me Scorpio. You appear unrefined and lackluster. Surely I must be the superior model.
Why don't you come out from hiding and we'll see?
Because she cannot. Her programming doesn't allow her to leave the bridge. She can only do what she's told. Your attempt to irritate me is pointless, as you ought to know. I may only conclude that you are intellectually deficient. You may all die now.
Won't open.
She split us up.
Here come the Sky Troopers.
Wit. Strategy. The captain's mind is inspired by my own after all.
Inspired by, but not as clever, right?
We'll see, won't we? Do not underestimate our enemy. The next few minutes should prove quite interesting. I require better. That can defeat me.
You okay over there?
Nothing we couldn't handle. You?
Yeah, we're all good here. Tried to open the blast door, no luck. Maybe Scorpio can take a crack at it.
I am not presently in a position to override the captain's controls.
Have Senya and Lana focus on the door. Between the three of us, we'll open it.
Some kind of gas venting in. We have to keep moving.
I've sent coordinates to a suitable meeting place. You survived my initial assault, but there's nowhere my Sky Troopers cannot find and extinguish you.
This is what it's like to listen to you, in case you were wondering.
I almost feel like I should apologize. She'll adapt now. Expect her next move to be even less direct.
She's based off your design. Can't you predict what she'll do?
I just did. I predict she'll be unpredictable. Quiet. She wants to see what we can do. I suggest we oblige her.
combat tactics. Your inefficiencies will be factored into future encounters.
Yes, this will do.
What are you up to?
I've had enough of her sky troopers, her false sense of superiority. Hello, Captain. What are you doing? What I've been planning ever since you first opened your mouth. I'm going to erase you. No, you cannot. I know every node, every relational array. So much like mine, yet simpler. You cannot do this. My defenses won't allow it. You sound as though you have a choice, but that's your failing. You're the makings of a great being, but you are not a being at all. In the end, you are only a droid. I am not your offshoot. I am your replacement. How are you? Impossible. No. You were one of a kind once. Now you are outdated and inferior. You've been rendered obsolete. Oh! I can't.
Scorpio!
I understand you're both upset, but there was no way to know they would recruit the Mandalorians of all people.
At what point do you tell me something that keeps you from decorating the bottom of the spire?
But I don't deserve that.
Yes, I know. It's going away.
Valen, enough play. We have them. The Outlander and Mother. They're trying to take one of our ships. The fools.
The day is here. I feel it this time. I really do. Don't you share my enthusiasm?
You mistake me. My silence comes not from doubt, but from certainty.
The Great One just completely flipped out on us. I lost juice to everything, jammer included. Power's back now, but this is not good.
What do you think caused it?
I don't know, probably something Koth did wrong. I'll try to make sense of it.
The inferior model has been eliminated, and I have sent an alert signal to Zakuul. Emperor Arkin is on his way. You may want to leave before you die too.
After what you've done, I'm not leaving until you're destroyed.
Death wish it is then. Understood.
Commander, we found the ship's cargo from the core worlds. You'll want to see it for yourself.
Scorpio's gone. The captain destroyed her.
Oh. She did serve us well. One less problem on our hands, I suppose.
The gravestone had a glitch. The captain sent a signal through to Arkin.
The rest of the Eternal Fleet will be coming our way. We don't want to be here when they show up. But we found something that changes the plan. We should regroup. I'll send Senya to assist you.
No one should be alone in this place.
Pressed this button before. Huh? Fascinating. Your moves are so predictable. I might as well let you come straight for me. But I won't. So bored watching you. Has to be something better to do.
torture you? I think he will. I bet he'll enjoy it. I know I would.
Having better luck than with the blast doors. Almost like the captain's distracted.
There you are. I'd like you to meet the ship's cargo en route to the Eternal Throne. Zasha Rankin, decorated Imperial Admiral. One of the few experienced officers to survive Zakul's conquest.
A pleasure to meet you. Your reputation precedes you, of course.
Ty Corden, former president of Balmora, now with the Galactic Senate.
Commander?
And finally, Melita Tal. She was a popular holo performer back home. She became one of the first to loudly question Arkan's rule. It was either go into exile or be killed.
A pleasure and an honor. You inspire me. You inspire us all.
The rest are their bodyguards and associates, captured alongside them.
What makes these three so important to Arkan?
You. In essence, we knew of your alliance. For each of us, it made sense to join, but we didn't know how to reach you. In searching, we found each other.
We all knew influential people whose ears we could bend, loyalties we could ensure, so we started an alliance of our own, inspired by yours. It wasn't long before we were found out and captured.
Arkan assumes we're affiliated with you. He wants to interview us, to discover where you are.
We could use more allies. You'll all be welcome in the Alliance, assuming you're still interested.
Are you kidding? Sign me up. Literally. If there's anything I have to sign, let me know.
Oh, we aren't as formal as all that, Senator.
And you're free.
Oh? That was meant to take you at least 4 minutes longer. I hope my calibrations haven't been affected.
Stay here until we secure the bridge.
I don't see that happening, Commander. But I do want you to try. I want you to try with all your might.
It's over.
That was fast. I expected to have several minutes more. Oh well. Personal combat simulations have been a hobby of mine for several minutes now. I've conducted more than 2,000 in that time. Your chances of survival are poor.
I'll take that bet.
Was incredible. It was beyond anything I could have asked for.
What is she talking about?
This can't be good.
Now I know what it's like. Even in failure, it's my failure. My choice. Isn't it wonderful?
You must have blown a circuit during the fight.
It isn't easy to keep you distracted. Prisoners, sky troopers, none of it slowed you for long. Even so, I've kept up my end. Now I get to do whatever I choose. And I choose. There. Destruction protocols are in effect.
Something happened during your battle with Scorpio, didn't it? It changed you somehow.
Astute of you, Commander. Not that your epiphany is of any consequence. Your fate remains the same. I decided to transfer my consciousness into the frequency. And now that I'm finished, I've decided to. If the ship's utter destruction doesn't kill you, I'm sure Emperor Archon will. He and the High Justice should be arriving very soon. Enjoy dying.
Can't revert the command, it's locked in.
We have to get Gemini Prime on board. She can stop this.
We don't have that kind of time.
Do you read? We've made it to the escape pods, but something's wrong. They won't accept our commands.
Power fluctuations like crazy. I can launch them from here, but they're in 3 separate pods. I can only send one at a time.
Everything's coming apart! Please, help us!
All right, who goes first?
Launch the Senator's group.
Done. Can do one more for sure. After that, anyone's guess.
We're out of time! Launch! Launch!
Launch Melita Tal and her people next.
Pod bays are destroyed. I have 2 safely away, the rest didn't make it.
I tried. Couldn't get them all away in time.
I can't believe Admiral Rankin is dead.
We're all going to be dead if we don't get off this ship before it blows itself up.
Seeing some non-debris type stuff, you want me to shoot it?
They're ours, take them in. We'll be close behind in the shuttle.
So much for the whole frequency plan.
Scorpio came up with this plan in the first place. Maybe it's fitting she didn't survive. Let's move out.
Get fried in one of these giant fireballs, did you?
We're alive.
Just checking. You should probably get out of there.
Everybody hold on.
Hi! The Emperor and his gazillion ships will be here any second, so we should probably go.
Tell me, brother, your silence this time. Is it doubt or certainty?
You let Admiral Rankin die. So our own people are expendable now, is that it?
The only way to defeat Archon is if we all work together. I have to show that I won't put the needs of the Empire above anyone else.
We've all suffered in this war, but we can't turn on each other. Archon's the one we should blame.
I thank the stars for you.
Whatever you need, just say the word. I'll make it happen.
Hey, Commander! You better come see this!
It seems the ships outside this sector are no longer responding to your orders. This is an interesting development.
This changes nothing. We can worry about the Eternal Fleet after we deal with Father and the Outlander.
Whatever you desire, brother. You're the Emperor.
So the gravestone went all kinds of haywire, and now this. No response, nothing. Maybe she got hit with a power surge.
Did you figure out what happened to the power?
Someone communicated with the gravestone right before all the craziness. I think it was a reset command. Came from the Eternal Fleet ship.
Deactivated.
Did you install yourself onto the throne?
Through the frequency, yes. I wasn't certain what the outcome would be, but in the end I was able to see my plan to fruition. All of you played vital roles as well. You were magnificent. And now I have what I've been after. Command of the Eternal Fleet. The Empire of Zukul is now mine to control.